This episode of Sportsman's News Television is brought to you by the Sportsman's News Pro Membership Sweepstakes, where everyone hunts and fishes like the pros. Ford Trucks, Sitka Gear, Browning, Outdoor Edge Knives, Alps Outdoors, and Sportsman's Warehouse.
Welcome to this episode of Sportsman's News Television. I'm Mike Deming and host of Sportsman's News Television. On this episode, we're headed to Idaho with one of my really good friends, Sparky Sparks. He has got a game-rich environment up there in Idaho. We've been hunting with him for probably 9 or 10 years now. Opening day of archery elk season, I'm usually always up there. And it's a place, if you're gonna bow hunt, you need to make a lot of mistakes while you're learning. And you know, if you're hunting on public land or places like that, you know, if you get 1 or 2 opportunities during a 5, 7, 9 day hunt, it just takes you a long time to learn. And when you hunt at this place, you're gonna get lots of opportunities. You're on elk morning, you're on elk in the evening, you're gonna get a lot of shot opportunities. So the chances of fixing those mistakes over time and becoming a really good archer is unbelievable. And the other thing is, the last thing you wanna do is pay for a hunt and not see any animals. It's pretty common when we're up there with people that, you know, they want to know, are we going to even see any elk? And we've got to take people out time and time again and show them elk back and forth. So we've started buying these hunts for the sweepstakes when we started it 4 years ago. Had multiple people up there for good elk hunting, whitetail hunting. I've been up there and killed a black bear. Sparky basically had just about everything. Really good antelope, some of the best antelope hunting I've ever seen. There's a lot of really big bucks around. Hard with a bow, but great with a rifle. And you know what, this episode, we're going with one of our pro members and his son. You know, Brett Smith has turned into be a pretty good friend of mine, lives in Salt Lake. And here in Utah, we have some tremendous bulls, but you just don't get the opportunity to draw a tag each and every year. As a matter of fact, if you draw 1 or 2 tags during your lifetime here, you've really accomplished something. So Brett said he really wanted to get an opportunity to go kill a bull. Put in for the draw in Idaho, did not draw one, but because of the way landowner tags and stuff work up there, we were able to book a hunt with Brett in advance and get up there. And literally the first night that we were out, we were able to see really good bulls, see lots of them. And he bought his son the tag for the antelope and brought him up. So to be able to have a father-son experience like that, we jumped out and got out there to see some elk. So stick around, we're gonna go hunting. Well, October 1st, first morning of opening day of rifle season here in Idaho, and we are immediately on elk, which is pretty common for being up here at M2D Camo Properties. Unfortunately, they did not present a shot and came into the willows, so we decided to put them to bed. As long as nobody messes with them, they're gonna be right there come this evening, and they're gonna come back out. So the great thing about this, having an antelope tag in hand, Cooper is excited, and antelope are still rutting. They're all over the place, so we're gonna spend the better part of the day out chasing antelope, more like shopping for antelope. We're looking for something really big. Cooper's not killed a buck antelope before, so here we go. We're gonna go chase some antelope. You know, being early October, these bucks are rutting hard, and there's a hot doe that's in here. There's multiple bucks. They're going back and forth. I'm looking from one angle, Sparky's at another angle, and we're trying to figure out which one is the biggest one there for him to shoot. Cooper's getting pretty excited here, and he wants to make sure he makes a good shot, gets on the right buck. When you got that many animals, there's nothing but excitement.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he came up on the left. Yeah. There he comes. He's coming over the other buck. You see him? Yeah. Can you see him? Take him if you can see. Yeah, that's the one. You shot high. Shot high. Shoot him again. Aim lower. Wait. He's 300 right now. So you aim wherever you aimed before. See him? If he stops. I don't know that he's gonna.
Well, we got after a nice buck, but unfortunately wasn't able to make it happen. I guess you miss every once in a while, and there's nothing I can do about that. Just hopefully we can get on it again, right?
That's all we can do, buddy.
Yep.
It was a good stalk.
Yes, it was. It was awesome. Thanks, Sparky.
Well, we got a shot at a buck antelope, but didn't connect. Fortunately, lots of them here. We're doing antelope shopping, but we ran out of time. We needed to get back on the lookout point, and Sparky and Brett and Cooper needed to get close to where they were able to get set up. Seeing that bull go in that morning, we know that, you know, things go right, nothing busted them out, no coyotes, no wolves. They should come out right where we saw them go in. I was about a mile away on a lookout point. Lo and behold, 30 minutes after I'm parked there waiting, we see a young bull come out. I'm sitting in an F-250 Ford truck and stand out like a sore thumb. I literally called this bull out of the willows, called him a half a mile up to the hill to us, and he literally stood at the fence trying to figure out where the elk was in the back of the truck. Pretty entertaining and a great way to kill time as we waited for that big bull to come out. Those elk come right out of the willows, right where we saw them go in earlier in the morning. We got a lot of daylight left, and these elk are casual. They're not spooked. The wind is good. Sparky, Cooper, and Brett are all in position 350, 400 yards away from this fence line. One of the problems right now is this fence line, I'm on the end where it's somebody else's property. And we just need these elk to jump the fence and head towards where the guys are and set up for a shot. So we're just going to wait them out. We've literally been sitting here for almost an hour. These elk are back and forth across the fence, and the bull, the one we need to jump the fence, just will not jump the fence. It's like his sixth sense is kicked in, and he knows that something is up there and wrong. Normally, the cows are going to push these calves over the fence, and this young calf, this bull, is doing everything in his power to keep it cornered up against the fence and not jump, and we're literally running out of daylight.
You got 8 minutes. If they jump that fence, they'll kill him immediately. They're set up. They're 150 yards. They're ready to kill him. Just jump the fence for crying out loud.
Finally, with just minutes to spare, he finally bails over the fence and gets on property that we can hunt. By the time the bull finally presents a shot, we are literally in the last minute of daylight, and filming so far from that distance, it's dark. Sparky's camera's dark, but this is a bull that Brett definitely wants to shoot, and as long as we're in legal shooting light, we're going to take it.
Got him again. How'd that feel, brother?
Unbelievable. Every muscle in my body was cramping up.
He tripped.
Yeah, he tripped. Oh yeah, he almost went down. I seen you get up.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Look at this magnificent bull. We sat for an hour plus after a long day of waiting. With it being pitch black, we probably ought to get him gutted. Won't be able to retrieve him tonight, and we'll come back and pull him out in the morning.
We have a saying, if you can't drive to it, don't shoot it. So the nickname of the trailer here is called Sparky's Back because that's where every one of our elk come out on, right on Sparky's back. So let's head down. We got a magnificent bull last night, and we're gonna head down and go get him.
And we have seen a bunch of elk. Yesterday morning was the opening of the hunt, and we found this bull. We went in after him down in some willows and decided it was probably better to back out. So we did, and we waited all day long, and all I could think about was this bull. I knew he was a good bull. I loved the fronts right from the beginning, the ivory tips. My son Cooper, he and I were just completely amazed at what a great bull this was. We couldn't wait to get back after him.
This is a great bull we were able to find yesterday, put him to bed, we backed out, just like Brett said. We hunted smart. A lot of people push these elk around, push deer around. If you know where they bed, leave them alone. Leave them alone in their beds and kill them coming out.
Well, congratulations to Brett, and great job on a really good bull. Too bad it happened so late in the last minutes of light, but we were able to get it on film. It's just a little bit grainy, but captured the moment, and great recovery, great still photos during the next day. Let's go see what Cooper gets done with that antelope.
Found a nice buck over this hill, and hopefully we can get in on him. He's one of the best ones we've seen today, and just got to put the sneak on him now, and hopefully I can get a shot off. I'm really happy and excited. I can't wait.
Okay, then don't shoot it. Did that other buck just walk up to him? Oh, he's right there. I see him. He's walking to run that other buck off. Yep. Wait.
He's dead. I just watched him fall.
I filmed, but I shook the whole time.
Sorry, man.
That's all right. No, good shot,
I
man.
saw a good shot.
You
and I
dropped
took
him.
it.
Yeah, that's
You
what's
dumped
important.
him, son. That's what's
Yes! Freak yeah! Oh my gosh, it has been a chase for 4 days. 2 solid days of chasing hard.
Yeah.
Getting on bucks after bucks and trying to stalk them.
I'm so proud of you right now, buddy.
That was it. I am so happy with that buck. Yeah, I think that's him. I see a big white spots up here.
Yeah.
So we spotted this herd at about 450 yards, and I think there was 3 bucks in it, but this is the one that stood out the most to me, and I couldn't help but just smile when I saw him, dude. And I took him, and he dropped. I knew it. I knew he dropped without a doubt. And so we went out there in that thick sagebrush, and it took us a while to find him because he was right inside of a bush. And so luckily I pulled my binoculars up and was able to spot him, and everything just went great. I can't believe it. I want to thank Sparky a lot for this one.
I'll tell you what, you made a hell of a shot, son. I ranged it too, and it was 250 yards. You put the smack on him.
Yes, I did. I can't believe it.
Well, congratulations, Coop. Great buck antelope. And what a great father and son experience this provided for these guys. I mean, M2D Camo Properties in Sparky runs a great operation. As you can see, it's a game-rich environment, and why we buy this trip each and every year for the Pro Membership Sweepstakes. If you're not a Pro member, make sure you log on to www.promembershipsweepstakes.com. For $297 a year, you're going to get 5 tickets in every drawing we do. We do one every 10 days, and we give away a trip just like this. We've done Doll Sheep Hunt, Stone Sheep Hunt, Brown Bear in Alaska, as well as trips like this with Sparky. Lots of elk, mule deer, everything. Basically bucket list trips. I wanted to have that opportunity for each and every one of you that are our watchers to be able to go do some great trips like this. Gives you something great to look forward to each and every 10 days. We email it out to you, text it to you, and I would love to have one of you guys or gals up here in Idaho with M2D Camo Properties. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Sportsman's News Television. Tune in next time.
This episode of Sportsman's News Television is brought to you by the Sportsman's News Pro Membership Sweepstakes, where everyone hunts and fishes like the pros. Ford Trucks, Sitka Gear, Browning, Outdoor Edge Knives, Alps Outdoors, and Sportsman's Warehouse.